Abarry513's. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. We ain't giving him nothing to cut.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 42-yard line. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brought down at the
that run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Cook, the Viking ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, It's Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st down, Minnesota.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Handoff comes to Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A give. This is Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 24, Rodgers. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On first down. It's Lindsey, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
He's across midfield.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a...
And this is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash, dropped at the 1.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Vikings 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 1.
Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Just shy of midfield. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who make...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Ravens 10. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Screen pass to Lindsey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
55, mark, 55. Hey.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're going with Lindsey. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up
the 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now, what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Vikings 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll move the chains.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of
the last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
At the Ravens 29.
They run it again with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And the 4th down stop has them in the driver's seat. Now we'll see if they can put points on the board to strengthen this slim lead. At the very least, they'd love to march this football out of their own territory and chew up some fourth-quarter clock.
4-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight-ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll go again with Lindsey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey, and he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down right around the 25. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
The 11-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back to throw now on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. Dante Hightower in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sport.